Welcome to the Seaver College Student Success Center's on-demand workshop on succeeding at group work, both in person and online. In this workshop, we will cover how to connect with group members and work together, effective group communication, and the importance of assigning roles in group work. First, make sure that you have good relationships with your group members by taking the time to introduce yourselves and maintaining a friendly rapport. This is crucial to your success because it means that all students view themselves as part of a team and want to help others succeed. Even if you are working online, you can still share a bit about yourself through email or chat in order to establish that personal touch and reinforce that even online, you're working with a group of individuals who bring their own backgrounds and strengths to the table. And of course, you want to approach group assignments as a collective effort. Group work really is a chance to gain from one another. If you have certain strengths, put those to use, but also take the opportunity to learn from others and know that when you are helping others increase their understanding, you're reinforcing your own knowledge in one of the most effective ways by teaching it to someone else. Oftentimes, groups can fall out of contact with each other at times, and that is to be avoided as communication is crucial to collaborative work. In order to avoid miscommunication, agree early on as to how you can best reach each other. Ideally, that will take one form, whether that's email, text, or another platform. But you don't want one person emailing everyone while the rest of the group relies on text or an online platform. Everyone needs to be on the same page when it comes to communication. Once a means of communication is established, make sure you're checking in regularly and, if possible, holding group meetings through Zoom or even through a scheduled group chat. Even with a means of communication established and meetings scheduled, there's still room for a misunderstanding, so it's important to periodically clarify your group's vision and the processes for getting work done. You may come up with a plan and find that it's not working with one group member's schedule, or that not all group members have the base knowledge needed to do things a certain way. In these instances, regroup and reconfigure your plan for completing the assignment. You may need to divide tasks differently or allow for a new workflow. Another important strategy for avoiding confusion and miscommunication is establishing roles. Each group member should have a clear sense of their role in the group. For example, in a group meeting, one person might write the agenda, another might facilitate the group meeting, and a third might take notes. I'm sure you can think of other group efforts with different responsibilities involved. When thinking about group work on a larger level, you might think of roles like project manager, who handles logistics, schedules deadlines, recorder, who records content, and a strategist who proposes new solutions and plans. Adjust the roles as needed, but most importantly, make sure that everyone agrees on a fair distribution of work and that each group member is a valued team player. Finally, be flexible in taking on new tasks as they come up and contributing as needed because there is fluidity to group work. In addition to choosing a primary means of communication, scheduling regular check-ins, and assigning roles and tasks among team members, you also want to make sure you're keeping track of progress. There are programs like Asana designed for this, but you could also create a shared spreadsheet on Google Drive or find another way of creating a master list of tasks and tracking their completion. Additionally, consider organizing conversations and communications through Slack, which allows for a level of organization of your communications that helps you track your group's thought processes and your evolving to-do list. Last but not least, remember to communicate with your professor. Your professor assigned group work with a vision in mind, an objective, so you'll want to check in with your professor run group ideas and progress by them, and generally turn to them as a guide as you work to complete your project. If any challenges or miscommunications arise, you know that you have your professor there as a resource who can offer strategies and support should group members be unable to fill their roles or should any other difficulties arise. In this workshop, we covered connecting and collaborating with your group, establishing communication, clarifying group goals and processes, and dividing responsibilities based on roles. Finally, we discussed the importance of staying in touch with your professor throughout the process of completing group work. Thank you for watching. I'm Corey Robertson, Student Support Coordinator. Please reach out to us at the Student Success Center with any questions or for further support.